We made it. Welcome to our collective readings and psychic readings for, it's the 2nd of September. A new season has dawned upon us. Welcome. A new season has dawned. Can fully feel the entire shift with it as well, right? Who has felt the energy shift? It's been quite phenomenal. Okay. Just going to share this live stream and then I shall jump into our collective reading for today. So just going to share this here. My winter office is definitely summertime. Felt like it felt like we haven't really had a summer. I mean a winter, honestly. Have you guys felt like you've had a summer, or has it just gone cold if you're on the other side of the world? Because it's all of a sudden like summer here and we were still in winter last week and we've like skipped spring. So I'm so curious how you guys are experiencing it right now. Okay. All right, I think I've shared this one. Yes. Yes. All right, just getting myself organized. And I'm going to share this here as well. Oh my gosh, because I feel like I'm sitting in a sauna right now. Okay. Let me know how you guys are feeling. One more place to share this and I shall start our collective reading, see what wants to come through. Flicking this back. All right, just move this a little bit. Okay. All right, very grateful for my very warm winter room that's now too hot for summer. Okay, now I'm going to bring these comments up here so I can see you guys, and let's jump into our collective reading. Yeah, okay, so some people at their end. So there is a lot of light frequency, so stepping into the collective reading now, a lot of light frequency that has just switched. Well, it's actually been pouring in for quite a bit. If you have unresolved stuff, it will be exhausting you, pushing you, like shredding you to bits. Because when we have unresolved stuff, so when we're not listening to our intuition about what you need to do, and you keep ignoring the really important things that your intuition is guiding you to do, what then happens is that when the light codes and frequencies start pouring into the atmosphere, which is only going to accentuate between now and the end of the year, end of February even, like if you are not listening to your intuition and dealing with things, like if you're ignoring things or things are being pulled up to the surface to deal with now that you've been ignoring. So the best way to deal with or cope with the high frequency energies that are coming through is to deal with the stuff that you're ignoring. I know you probably hate me right now. We've entered into eclipse season. That means that what I just said is going to be exponentially amplified. So the things that you're dealing with, I want to say, are the consequences of the stuff that you didn't deal with a long time ago. And when we are following our intuition and dealing with things as they arise, not waiting and not leaving them behind, not ignoring them, and it's sort of like common sense really, but there's different reasons why we ignore things. Maybe we don't know what to do with it, how to deal with it, or any of those pieces. It's like we'll be faced with it. And the last few months, probably since the last eclipses, like March, April, has been really in our face. And we're about to head into this next, well, we're in the eclipse season now. So I shared a video on my story just the other night, Saturday night, I think, about what happens over the eclipses. If you haven't seen that video, it gives like 3 stages or 3 different levels of where you could be at over the eclipse and how it will affect you. So if you haven't seen that, just comment eclipse below and I will send you the video so you can watch that explanation video. Because I believe it's going to be a pretty rough, I want to say a rough, horrid ride. I want to say a rough, rapid ride. And the thing is if we're going to make it smoother, is we're going to deal with things as they arise. Which just makes sense, but a lot of people don't. Okay, so let's read this collective reading here. We have self-acceptance in the past, along with father healing. So we're having really structural things that we're dealing with. So what I just said, dealing with things in reality, right? The masculine is really about dealing with reality. The masculine is reality. The feminine is the intuitive spirit, right? And so we have the self-acceptance and father healing. So this is also related to boundaries and structures and physical reality, relationships in the physical reality. And it's like self-acceptance coming into a place, oops, I hope I don't get banned for nudity. Self-acceptance, there we go, self-acceptance. Self-acceptance and father healing around like your reality. So accepting your reality. Now it's interesting because we also have self-forgiveness. So self-forgiveness and self-acceptance. So there's a lot of like, don't beat yourself up. We become aware when we become aware. Plain and simple as that. In the right now, 2 cards came out here. Simplify your life and treasure chest. And new beginnings is up the top. And so this is the start of a new cycle. As I said, we just switched seasons. The shift is tangible. And you can really feel the difference. Like, you know, it's kind of like, we're being like pushed through a grater. And it's more graty when there's just things to deal with that is like exhausting, or we haven't known what to do with or deal with in the past. That's where it can be really confronting in the face. I want to say the key is the self-acceptance and self-forgiveness, right? So we've got the self-acceptance and the self-forgiveness have both come out, and the self-acceptance, self-forgiveness is required to receive the, and I want to say enchantment, enlightenment, the light codes that are coming into the reality. The eclipse, so on the full moon ceremony on the 18th of September, a day before my 40th, so get ready to send presents, guys, at PO Box 530, Koroy, Queensland. It's my 40th birthday. Prepare yourselves. So a day before is the full moon ceremony, and it is enchantment. It is the mystic, the moon, the magic. I was going to say this is a Pegasus. This is a unicorn, but there's the Pegasus and unicorn energy. It's a frequency of light. And this frequency of light is really, I want to say, pouring into the atmosphere, but you won't be experiencing the light side. You'll be experiencing the dark side if you continue to self-flagellate yourself. We don't need to do that. We're going to self-forgive ourselves instead to experience the magic that is pouring into the universe right now. Archangel Michael is by your side, helping you to clear out what is no longer in alignment with your purpose, and you're fully supported and protected as you go through this passage. But it's really important to forgive yourself and deal with what's right in front of you. It's like from, you know, the 12 steps, it's like, you know, focus on your hands. Like just put your mind where your hands are. If right now is all you can deal with, just deal with right now. One step at a time as we move through the greater. And it'll sort of come in, great. Move away, breathe, great. This is the planetary shift that's going on, but also the eclipses that are coming up. So on the 18th, as I said, is the full moon eclipse. It's a partial eclipse. And then 2 weeks later, I'm actually going to hold a new moon ceremony and I think it's the 2nd, 3rd of October, which is the total solar eclipse. So with the annual solar eclipse, if you join our full moon ceremony on the 18th, 17th, 18th, depending on where you are in the world, you get access to the new moon ceremony as well. So the eclipses are the big ones because we're right in transcendence at the moment, and that's where like it's all amplifying, like the crystalline light is tangible. Like if you tune into it, you can really tune into it, you can feel it. And that is the same as tuning into your thoughts. Where is your thought frequency dialed into? You can change that with a thought. Not always easy when you're simplifying your life from mistakes, from coming from a disempowered place in your life to an empowered place in your life. There's a cleanup, but there's an abundance of blessings in the dark, right? She's in the dark and she opens the treasure chest and there's the light. New beginnings is really at this point right now, but your key is stop procrastinating, make a decision, forgive yourself, and let yourself experience the light. It's a choice to let yourself experience the light. That's really strong. Thank you. I think it's like a 40th birthday month. So I'm starting to get excited about it. All right, so that's our collective reading. I'm releasing something really special with Tuesday Tarot tomorrow. This is like so very close to my heart. It is something that when you have your spiritual awakening and you start to build your psychic awareness, your spiritual awakening, your psychic, senses, is that we start to experience, we start to experience spirits, not just angels, spirit guides. We start to experience demons and people who have passed over, because when we start opening our psychic senses, we sense all the light and all the dark. Just like in society, there's good and bad humans, right? Might sound judgmental, but that's kind of reality. And in the spirit world, there's good and bad spirits. How do you decipher that? So tomorrow, if you check out Tuesday Tarot, I will be releasing my mediumship masterclass. I'm so excited about that, where you can fine tune and understand mediumship to accentuate your skills. This is where a lot of people think that just like sending them to the light. No, not just sending spirits to the light. No, when people die, they don't just go to turn into angels. No. When somebody leaves this earth, they are still who they used to be when they were alive. They have the same level of consciousness, they have the same issues, it's just that now they're in spirit form, they can't do anything about it. So if you are a healer or somebody who senses energy, my mediumship masterclass will be for you. So just comment mediumship below if you'd like first access to it. I'm really excited to release the mediumship masterclass. It's like one of my favorite things. Okay, so let's start with these psychic readings now. So just comment yes please below, and I will have a list of yes pleases. Just pop it in once. So I have a list of yes pleases, and I will intuitively choose someone from this list. And once I've got the yes pleases, I will choose someone, read for them, and then that will complete this round. Then I will ask for another round of yes pleases, and then you can pop in a yes please again, and I will choose from the list, and then I'll read from someone, for someone, and then we'll close off that round. So just to explain how this works, just pop it in once this round. I see your messages, I see your comments, so we can dive in there. Okay. So who is this reading for? So the Schumann resonance has been pretty steady the last bit, but there's been a bit of white. It's been pretty steady too in the Schumanns. So just wanted to check where it's at today because I'm feeling a little bit tired today. But there's also been like this weird stuff in the air. Like I always wonder, because it's not smoke, it's not mist, it's not clouds. But it looks like smoke, like if there was a fire somewhere, you know, when it's like smoky, but it's not. Just makes me wonder what's going on. Okay, let me see Yes, the Mediumship Masterclass. Remember, if you're in my inner circle, you will get access to the Mediumship Masterclass. But otherwise, pop Mediumship below and I will send you the first access to it. I'm so excited to have put this together. It's like my best work. And mediumship is like something so important to understand, because when we have our spiritual awakening, we sense spirits. It's kind of like the first thing we start understanding, right? Okay, so this is a really important message for somebody. Let me just see who this yes please is for, because, okay. Okay, so is it Marla? Maria. Why did I think your name's Marla? It's Maria Brigante? Maria, you have a really strong message to listen. Listen. And like you're, okay, because I pulled another card from another deck. It's the Crown Chakra card. You are receiving a lot of messages, like a lot of thoughts into your intuition, like in through your crown. It's like a waterfall, right? Like the little waterfalls, like coming in through your crown, like little thoughts, like it's like coming in through spirit, coming in through spirit. It might feel overwhelming with how busy your mind has been at times. Number one, make sure that there's not other people in your energy, right? When we can feel overwhelmed, it can sometimes we're picking up other people's energy in our energy. But for you, I feel like you're getting a lot of thoughts that you're not quite paying attention to. It's almost like you're swiping them off, okay? Because you've got, listen, you're swiping them off and you're like, yeah, well, I don't know how that would work. Or yes, but not yet because I need X, Y, and Z to happen. Or yes, but no, stop, listen. I want to say don't brush the thoughts off. The next card for you is balance, career, and home life. And I almost want to say, listen to yourself when you're saying, yes, that's a great idea. Crown chakra, claircognizance, ideas coming in from spirit, your intuition. But every time you say but, I want you to catch yourself and I want you to go and take action on it. Whether it's to do with your home life or whether it's to do with your career, like your business, whatever, or your work, whatever. Like every time you catch yourself saying but, I want you to catch yourself and go, what was I just thinking about that I'm brushing off, that actually spirit's giving me the guidance to do now, and I need to act in pure faith and trust that spirit's giving it to me now, because I need to action it now, because otherwise spirit wouldn't be giving it to me now, to make it happen. I want to talk about manifestation and action. So this is the past card. This is right. I want to say you've got until full moon to get it done. It's coming through really strongly. What is it that you need to write and get done? Because spirit's coming through really strongly. Isis is also the feminine. And again, it's a really strong message to listen, because you've got meditate as the overlying card, right? And so this is where I'm like, you need to listen. What is spirit telling you to do? What is the senses, the feelings, like what do you keep thinking about? What keeps coming back to you that you need to pay attention to, because it's a really important message. Like, and as I said, every time you catch yourself saying but, see, and the bottom card for this deck is a solar plexus. Solar plexus and crown. There's not only chakras in here, there's other cards as well, but you've pulled the crown and the solar plexus. And so this is where I was saying, like, you're getting a lot of information and I want to say answers to your prayers, but you keep brushing them off because you think that you're not ready, or you don't have the resources, or whatever your but excuse is. And this is your strong message to take your fucking power back and start actioning the messages and the ideas that you're receiving, because you know, I'm not telling you anything you don't know, that as you start taking action, everything moves forward with you and goes, here you go. But if you're waiting, well, the universe is waiting. But I'm also getting the message for you that this is a really important portal that is now open. Like, you know, like when we think, oh, I got to wait to X, Y, and Z, whatever. And I'm like, no, you're getting the message that now is the time. And I want to say, you feel in your heart that now is the time. Like it's time, now's the time. But if you're basing your actions on your physical reality as it is now, you've missed the portal, the opportunity, and the game of how reality even works. Now, I'm not saying like take unnecessary risks, but I am saying take faith-led, soul-driven, conscious, soul communication risks, because we know it's not a risk when you're following soul, because everything falls into place when you action the messages from your soul. Really strong message. I hope you got that. Are you listening? Maybe you need to meditate and get clear, but sometimes when we've not been listening in our meditations, the meditation is the action. I think I said this in Intuitive Channel the other day. The manifestation is the action, which is like a no-brainer. But sometimes when we're waiting for manifestations to happen, they don't happen because we're not fucking actioning our intuition that makes the manifestation happen, which is the action we take, the aligned action that we take, right? Got it? Okay, got it. Makes so much sense. Got it. See, you can do it. Look, Archangel Michael's come up twice in 2 different decks just now. Paying attention, guys? Are we paying attention to the claircognizant thoughts that are pouring in from spirit? So this is the light codes that I was just talking about in the collective reading. There's so much light frequency coming in. Are you paying attention? Are you listening? See? 2 Archangel Michaels from 2 different decks. Are we paying a friggin' attention? Okay? Who else needs to take soul-aligned action that hasn't been fucking listening? Give me a yes. No, just say aligned or soul or something, because I'm about to ask for another round of yes pleases. Sorry. All right, another round of yes pleases, please. We'll have another round for another person to choose from. Okay, we got it. All right. This is like trust and intuition in action. Okay, I'm loving these cards. That was special. Okay, 2 different Archangel Michaels, like from 2 different decks. That's it's gotta mean something. Okay, who is this next round for? If you guys would like first access to my mediumship masterclass that I'm releasing with Tuesday Tarot tomorrow, but if you pop in mediumship in the comments here, I'll give you first access. It is my best trainings on mediumship, because when we start to open spiritually, we sense spirits from the other side, and I was guided to open this mediumship masterclass for you, because it's just, you know, a lot of people think that spirits just die and pass over and they magically turn into angels, but the reality is that the many clients that I've done over the many years is that a lot of the time in mediumship, they're actually stuck in between worlds, because one or the other hasn't let go, one still dealing with grief. Like when somebody passes over, whether it's through suicide or an accident or an illness, or they knew they were going to die, there's always unresolved stuff. And that person who died and passed over is still the same level of consciousness and person that they were on the other side. It's just that now they can see the truth, but they can't do anything about it because they're there. And so mediumship is really important to understand, especially if you've got a sense, or you play around in the spirit world, or you do sense presences around in your house or that sort of thing, or if you have trouble sleeping at night. I've put in a bonus in there as well about if you do have trouble sleeping at night, here's what you do, because the spirits will tend to turn up, you know, when you're trying to go to sleep, or wake you up and they're standing at the fucking door, like, you know. So just comment mediumship below if you'd like the details for the mediumship masterclass. I'm releasing it Tuesday Tarot, but you guys can get first access if you comment mediumship below. Okay. This card, oh my fucking God, would you believe that I have been shuffling and this card has come up again? Is this another card from another deck? No. Did I pull that one before? Oh my God, I've literally pulled 3 Archangel Michael cards from 3 different decks. Did that really just happen? It did, didn't it? And then it was this deck. Holy shit. Sorry. Just swearing my head off. I literally pulled the Archangel Michael from this deck. Hey, wow, that's like a really strong message. Wow, I did too, because it was this one. and this one and this one. Oh my God. Sorry, that's blowing my mind a bit because I've never done that before. Wow, that's 3 different decks. Where are we? Archangel Michael, Archangel Michael, Archangel Michael. 3 different decks. Are you guys like paying attention? Okay. Whew. Can you guys feel spirit today? Because that's pretty strong. Okay. Okay. All right, so I'm just going to read this Archangel Michael message, and then I'm going to choose someone and pull some more cards because this just feels really important because that's never happened before. Archangel Michael coming out from 3 different decks for 3 different people. I mean, maybe. Okay, I'm just going to channel a message from Archangel Michael now because I feel like it's in relation to what we're talking about at the start around the self-forgiveness, because your purpose is taking off. It's really clear. You're in alignment. There's a really strong, there's been a really big clear out. And as I said in the collective reading, that there is like, if you're not feeling the light codes, if you're not feeling good, okay, and especially as we head into this eclipse season, as I said, if you haven't watched my eclipse masterclass, basically my eclipse training, it's for free. You can just comment eclipse below, and I go through 3 different levels or 3 different stages that you might be at and how the eclipse will affect you depending on which stage you're in over the eclipse, because we've got the eclipse coming up in 2 weeks on the full moon, and then also so the partial eclipse on the full moon, and then the new moon later 2 weeks in the first week of October is a total solar eclipse. So the energies are going to be more intense. So to understand how to support yourself through this is really, really important. Now, at the same time, this, as I said in the collective reading, the stuff that is really grating and really hard for you at this time, is you dealing with wounds and trauma that you haven't dealt with and healed properly, right? Like that's what's in your face right now. And Archangel Michael message from 3 different freaking decks. I've honestly not pulled that before. It's really blowing my mind. Archangel Michael from 3 different decks. Message is that, because I think I don't know if I said it, but I was going to say he's helping clear out what's not in alignment for your purpose, right? And here he is 3 times from 3 different fucking decks, like just blowing my mind this morning. So an Archangel Michael is the archangel of light workers. He helps you clear away, cut away anything with his sword that is not in alignment with your purpose. He is the one that will really pull you back onto path when you have veered off. He is the one that will really, I want to say catch you when you fall, meaning like everything will be cleared away if you're off path, right? And so I just feel like this really strong message with Archangel Michael is, okay, so I will choose someone from the yes pleasers that I already have just sitting there, but I'm just going to do this as a little interconnected collective reading because Archangel Michael and then the cut your cords is on the bottom card of this deck, right? As I pulled that, it's like cut your cords. And so this is like really cutting your cords to anything that is holding you back. Underneath this one now is the artistic expression, which is your purpose. Underneath this one that I already did is the support, right? You're being supported through this portal by so many more spirit guides, ascended masters, all the things than you could imagine. Use music to help manifest that. But there's something about the structures. This is what came up in the collective reading. Okay. I don't know, man. That was really strong. Okay, so let me just check these yes pleasers, and I'm going to pull some more cards for this because I've never, ever pulled that before. I am releasing something to do with the archangels very soon, so I don't know if that's like my own nudge as well, because I'm just like, that's just crazy. Sometimes I think I'm going crazy. I'm like, did that just happen? I just watched the replay just to make sure it happened. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, no, that happened. I'm not losing my mind. Okay. Okay, so Rachel Scott, is she still here? Because I was talking a bit and all of that just happened, so yeah. Yeah, Joanne. So I think that this is a big thing coming over the eclipses, and like between now and the end of the year, it's almost like the really strong message is like between now and the end of the year, if there's stuff that you haven't dealt with, is going to be forced upon you to deal with. And so it's kind of like, listen to your intuition before, like, you have to just deal with it. Like, you're already getting the thing, you know what I mean? Yeah. Okay. All right, Rachel's still here. Awesome. So I'm just going to read for Rachel, and then I'll ask for another round of yes pleases. Oh my God, I'm just being drawn to the Archangel Power Tarot. So I'm like, I hope we don't... Oh, Michael. Oh dear. All right, we ready for this, guys? I'm shuffling, okay? All right, see this? Gotta clear the deck. 1, 2, 3. Throw it out the window. I'm shuffling, okay? I'm really shuffling. All right, this one's sticking out. Oh yeah, it's Michael. Yep, okay. So, okay, one just fell out. Oh yeah, it's Michael. All right, guys, Archangel Michael is so strong. All right, in the Mediumship Masterclass, Archangel Michael attunement is there because Archangel Michael is one of the strong archangels that is used for mediumship, like 150 million %. He's like the intermediary that you use to like as a go-between, like as the mediator, right? Because otherwise, like, you just need to know who you're dealing with in the spirit world, and Archangel Michael helps with that. So maybe that's why. So if you want first access to my Mediumship Masterclass, just comment mediumship below. I'm really excited to release this for you guys. Okay, so this is for crazy Archangel Michael attunement, all right, is like in part of the archangels. Maybe I should just tell you guys. Okay, so in the Life Purpose Activation Kit, you get access. So I'm starting very soon to do a monthly live channeled archangel message. Maybe this is what I need to talk about. Okay, whatever's. I'm still reading for you, Rachel. And so every month I will be channeling an archangel live in the private group. But once you are in the Life Purpose Activation Kit, which is $88.88, which is like got so much content in it, you also get access to all of the archangels, the attunements, the shadow of the archangels. You've got all the meditations, all the training videos, so you learn about all the archangels and can attune to them in your daily life. Plus you get access to the monthly live channeled archangel that I will do each month in the private group. So once you join the Life Purpose Activation Kit, you just pay that once off forever, and you've got forever access to all the archangels and the live channeled message that I'll do every month as well. So if you want the activation kit, just comment kit below, and you can get that as well, because maybe that's why I was needing to talk about it, because the archangel's been tapping me on the shoulder a bit to like get this out, but I've just been like really restructuring everything. So anyway, okay, so Rachel Scott, the Archangel Michael that fell out first, actually had Gabrielle behind it as well. So Archangel Gabrielle is about birth, the sacral chakra, of course, because it's the orange, and also new beginnings, birthing, gestating, just like we do a baby. And so this one is about like new beginnings, like time for celebration, abundant rewards for hard work. Release yourself from burdensome situations. So Rachel, stop freaking doing everything yourself and try, or not try and ask for help, ask for help. Now, this was stuck on top. This is, yes, celebrate, but release yourself from burdensome situations. The collective reading, the readings coming through for the First Lady that I did about all the ideas coming through the crown. This is also, you're at a crossroads. You can go this path, the light path, or the dark path. Light path or the dark path? I think that's what I said in the collective reading, right? The light is a choice. It's just a choice. It's a thought. It's a choice. So this one, there is a better course of action available. Working alone may not be the best answer. Review all the details. And it's kind of like the light path or the dark path. Dark path. Are you going to, what is it? Are you going to, like because there's like two cards here, right? I mean, it's like the same message in two cards. Release yourself from burdensome situations. There is a better course of action available. Like in the sense that I'm getting for you is like you're repeating patterns. It's time to release yourself from the burdensome situations. The other Michael card that came out is the Queen of Michael, right? And this is, you know exactly what to do. The benefit of experience, a time for career rather than relationships. So what are you going around in circles for? What do you need to release yourself to come onto the light path where you can have the abundant rewards and not do it yourself anymore? And this one is like stepping into your career, like become the queen of your life. Like, would the queen choose, do queens do it all alone? Fuck no, they don't run their kingdom alone, right? The light path, please. Stop repeating past patterns, because if you do, proven here, abundant rewards for hard work, but this one flicked out as well. The 9 of Raphael, make a wish, dreams coming true. Make a wish, dreams becoming reality, a joyful time of life. Crystalline Caribbean Transcendence. For those of you who are in Transcendence, we are starting week 1 right today, and we're doing release from the Dark Mother Grid to kick us off. So pre-work is already done, the Crystalline Manifestation Tree of Light and reconfiguring energetic codes, and now we go to clear out all of that to have this clear. We release the burdensome situations. You're not in Transcendence, are you, Rochelle? For some reason I feel like you are. It's kind of weird. So I want to say, make a decision. The sooner you make a decision, the faster the rewards will come in. Like they're sitting here, right? They're literally waiting for you to choose it. They're literally waiting for you to choose it. They're literally waiting for you to choose it, like right there. Sounds amazing. Transcendence is friggin' amazing. Like, you see the color of this water here? This is the frequency that we're in the whole time. If there's still time to join Transcendence, just comment Transcendence below and I can send you the details. So Rochelle, the faster you step into your queen self, the faster your dreams come true. So what is that you need to do? And see, you are ready. Bottom card, you are ready. Opportunity for excitement and adventure. You are ready for any challenge. Follow your passion. Like, literally, like, the world is your oyster right now. What are you waiting for? What are you waiting for? All right, that was for Rochelle. There was so many messages that just come through there. Oh, the crown's being activated. Okay, I got it. All right. In the Life Purpose Activation Kit, you guys also get access to the crystalline chakra activations. And so as the high frequencies come in, right, and the reason it also like can feel really graty or dark is because our body is transitioning from, what is it, like carbon to crystalline? I always get it mixed up. The crystalline chakra activations are literally activating the crystalline light. A lot of that is done in Transcendence as well. We're activating the true source code. That is the purpose of Transcendence. We run it every 9 months, and we're literally transforming our cells into crystalline light, because then when it comes to the atmosphere, we're able to absorb it and hold it rather than it just hitting a different frequency. And that's why we're just like, whoa, what is happening, right? We will feel a lot of fatigue because it's too high a frequency difference. So as we activate the true source code in Transcendence, in the Life Purpose Activation Kit, you get access to the crystalline chakra activations. So you can literally work and, I want to say, transmute, switch on, activate the crystalline body, and also be able to receive those light codes. You're working on that today. Yeah, they're super powerful. Be mindful. Don't do them all in one day. You can if you've had a lot of experience with them, but I think this is your first time, so just don't do them in one day, okay? Right, got it. Okay, so let's have a look here. So yes, so comment Transcendence below. There's still time to jump in for Transcendence if you'd like that. If you want the kit, the activation kit, which gives you access to the crystalline chakra activations and the archangels and so much more, inner child healing, shadow work, all the different pieces in there, everything you need to activate your life purpose and so much more. So just comment kit below for that one. Okay. If you want to join the inner circle because you actually just want to be in everything and you don't want to miss out on anything, just comment inner circle below and I'll send you the details for that. Yeah, no, don't do them all in one day. There is a lot going on. It is a great time to be alive, for sure. Yeah. Okay. Oh my God, that was so many messages through Archangel Michael there. That was amazing. Okay. Okay, so yes, please. I'll have another round of yes, please now. I'll just start again. So yes, please now. Closing that one off because that was big. Yeah, Transcendence, transition. I saw the auto spells. That's okay. I'll send it to you guys. It's fine. Yeah, it's a big one. And once you're in Transcendence, you get lifetime access. So every round that we do every 9 months, you're automatically in there. So you're paying for that once forever. So yes. Okay. Who is this next card for? Oh, my tea might help. I don't know if it's... Oh. It's perfect temperature. Okay. The yes pleases. Who is this for? Oh. I forgot to put honey in it. It's just strong ginger and ginseng without honey. Maybe I don't need more honey today. I'm a bit of a honey fiend. Okay. Fairy deck. Fairy deck. Okay. Who is this for? Oh my god, all my cards are out of my deck. I'm a Virgo. I like to have them all in their boxes. All tiny and connected. No. Okay. Okay, yes please. Okay, Colette. Is Colette still here? This card was stuck there. Okay. Alright, lots of cards coming through for this one. Just pop these back in there. Oh, so blown away by that Archangel Michael. Is insane. Okay. Okay. So Colette. I trust that Colette's still here. Please just only put the yes please in once. Otherwise it's like spam. Nobody likes spam. I see your comments and I intuitively choose one person from the round of yes pleases. So just once. Okay, just gonna wait to see that Colette is here. I think I'm pronouncing that correctly. Yes, okay, perfect. First of all, I'm gonna tell you that everything's okay. We're sticking out and it's a message, okay? Everything's okay. But there's movement on the horizon. Could be definitely physical travel, or like just this travel card can also represent a lot of movement. Now, this, everything's okay, travel, movement. Do some research because it's time to make the plans to walk away. Or it's time to walk away. Maybe you've been thinking about it. It's time to walk away. Do some research, make the plans, make it happen. Don't mind my cat chewed card, wasn't going to throw them away. It's time to walk away. It's time for you to come back into your heart. Look, two green ones. Two green ones cuddling, hugging the solar plexus. That it's going to be okay. There's a lot of movement going on, but it's going to be okay. But there's always a lot of movement and chaos, if you may, when change is going on. Archangel Michael came out 3 times from 3 different decks to cut away any cords that is no longer serving you, because your higher purpose has been activated. Your life purpose path has been activated. That's why you're going through all this. Now, I'm not sure when you join this live stream, but if you do not deal with this, you'll be forced to between now and the end of the year. So do some research, take action, because you have the power. You are supported. If we saw that reading just before, these sort of came out next. So we've got the Sun card. I'm not sure if you have a child or not. Your wish is granted, and then the marriage card. Now, is this you walking away from the marriage? Is this you trusting yourself enough to, like, this can also mean like the commitment to self, but it can also be walking away from the unhealthy marriage because you're needing to come back into yourself. Now, this can also mean that you coming back into yourself helps to stabilize and balance this back, but you have to step away from what's no longer working to, I want to say, to make this happen. Yeah, this doesn't always mean like full breakup, but it can do. And for some reason, I'm sort of getting the message that there's some big changes that need to be made. What does that look like? Only you will know. I feel like I'm not telling anything you don't know, but I also feel like this is really confronting for you because it's something you don't want to do. But you know in your soul, it's something that you have to do. Now, do some research could mean working with a couple counselor, working with like doing everything you can. I also have an audio that I created called Do I Stay or Do I Go? And it covers all the things that you need to do within yourself in the inner work, which you can use my tools in the Life Purpose Activation Kit to do the inner work that's required to get really clear, so that when you do walk away, you know that you've done absolutely everything internally and externally to make that decision to walk away. So when you walk away, you leave with no regrets. You did everything in your power, solar plexus, yellow, to make it work, to fix it, to heal it, so you can walk away knowing that you did absolutely everything. If you would like the Do I Stay or Do I Go audio, just comment Do I Stay or Do I Go? Do I stay? Or just send me a message with that as well, and I can send you the audio for that. Because the walk away card is very much around that, like it's time to action this. It's time to do some research. It's time to action that. Now, the thing is that when we do that inner work, and this is where I was saying, when we do that inner work, okay, we can literally heal relationships without walking away. But if you've already done the inner work, it's time to walk away. But the inner work is where you can change your reality from the inside out. You do the inner work and reality changes without you even doing anything, hence why this has also come up. But this can mean the commitment to yourself, children or not, right? Is this good for family issues? Yeah. And honestly, the tools, so if you follow using the tools in the Life Purpose Activation Kit, this is where we heal and shift our inner world of the issues that are going on in relationships. Because any issue that's going on in any relationship today, whether it's with your best friend, whether it's with family, whether it's with your intimate partner, whether it's with your husband or your wife, whether it's with career, whether it's with your neighbors, like it doesn't matter what relationship it is a repeating pattern of something from when you were a child, from when you were in a past life. In the Life Purpose Activation Kit, you have the exact toolkit and steps and framework to be able to work on that and heal that yourself, so that you can deal with the current issue without it repeating. And you can also deal with your inner stuff that's causing that in your reality, so to speak. Take radical responsibility for that. Divine step number 8, which the 12 divine steps to awakening your life purpose is also in the Life Purpose Activation Kit. So comment kit below if you want access to that. It's a one-time purchase, you get lifetime access. All the archangels, there's, like I said, you've got everything in there. I literally put everything in there. It's $88.88 US. And you literally have everything to activate your purpose, to heal relationships, to become more psychic, because as we clear and heal our baggage from the past, we become more psychic. So, Colette, time to do the work. As I said, if you already have, time to walk away. But it's time for you to fully express yourself, and I want to say not be gagged anymore. It feels like you're being gagged, like you can't voice. Now that would relate to something when you're a child as well. Where were you not able to speak your truth? Where were you not heard? Where were you blah, 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 controlled? Where were you, it's just a repeating pattern. So there's lots of movement, but everything's going to be okay. If you focus on the inner work, you will be okay, no matter the outcome. Yeah? All right, that was for Colette. I have another round of yes pleases, please. Yes, yeah, the Life Purpose Activation Kit, Alison says it's amazing. Yep. I literally like put, this is my son I have to walk away from. Yeah. And it's interesting, right? Because even like it might be the hardest thing you do, but it's the most empowering thing you can do for everyone in the long run. Especially mother-son relationships. I've been working with a client recently where there's been a lot of tolerance snaps, let's say, and she's felt really guilty for, I want to say not, this is going to sound weird, but it's not this, it's like not being the mum to her son that she could be. And it's not that, but it's a thing that happens that if a mother doesn't go through, I want to say, a hard cut tolerance snap cut with being a mother to their son, that's where we get 40, 50-year-old men that are still getting their mother to do their washing in today's society. That's where we don't have men in today's society. Everyone's talking about all the transgender stuff and all the shit, fucking blah, 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 blah. Where's the fucking men? Everyone's asking, right? Like warrior men that would stand up and fight type, you know, like just not fight, but, you know, stand up for the women or whatever. Like, and it's nothing, you know, not having a go at the mums, but it is like from that, and it's because society's been trained like this. So in the long run, it's the walking away that's actually the higher path for everyone involved, right? There's a lot of, you know, there's a lot of mums that won't ever go through that because they're going to lose their little boy or little girl too, right? If we don't, and this is where the rites of passages have been lost in today's society, and that's why fucking society is like it is. But they purposely did that to us. Why do they think they killed the tribes? They're strong. They're wise. They would fight to the death. Not today. People are just too busy on their games. Scrolling. Weak motherfuckers. Women and men. The women have taken the roles. The women would be out there fighting. So don't be afraid to walk away. It's very hard. Nobody said this was easy. Nobody said this was easy. But it's a rite of passage. Like, in tribes, they literally send their boys out for walkabouts to come back as men for a fucking reason. Oh, that's strong without honey. Oh my God. Honey's like my... You know. Yes, I do know. Yes. You do the laundry. Awesome, Brent. I'm sorry to hear that your mama has passed away. Happens, hey. It's like an anchor. The anchor goes. Yeah? Oof, having goosebumps. Okay, who is this for? All right. Yes, when people won't listen to us, it's not our job to make them listen. So I'm still blown away that Archangel Michael showed up 3 times from 3 different decks. So strong. Okay, so just checking the round of yes pleases here. Okay, Lynn LeBlanc, Lynette, oh, Lynn, sorry, Lynn LeBlanc, I'm sorry if I'm not pronouncing that correctly. I just double check Lynn's here before I start reading. You can just let me know if you're here, Lynn. That would be great. Yes, perfect. Okay. Distill yourself. Time to cleanse. Time to go inside to come out a different person. Oh my God, we're talking about. Oh, thank you. Don't pronounce the C. Yeah, I'm not traveled. Unfortunately, I raised my daughter and didn't go anywhere. So yeah, thank you for that correction. So you go in to go out. We just talked about rites of passages, going out into the bush, coming back a different person, right? What's the other word? And we just talked about doing the inner work to heal the outer world and the outer relationships. So doing the inner work to heal the outer relationships. The distilling yourself. So same thing for you, Lynn. I feel like you're here though. I feel like you're inside and you're in a cocoon like a butterfly that's turning from a caterpillar to a butterfly and doesn't know that it's turning into a butterfly, and everything feels like a bit of a mush right now because you're right in the center. You're not walking in, you're not walking around, you're like, where do I go from here? decide and you keep going. Oh, it is the dandelion. The dandelion is one of the most strongest weeds on the planet. It is the most resilient. I don't know if it is actually. It's a really powerful herb for the liver. Its root, it has really long roots that go all the way down, really, really long, right? And so they're really strong, really awesome for the liver, in essence of helping you to align your life. Look, the sun as well, taking back your power, to align your life so that you're, because it's very connected to solar plexus, right? The liver, solar plexus, right here. Really connected to you taking back your power and aligning your life so you come out going in the direction that you actually want to go. Because in the past you've got exuberant quietude, and this is where I feel like you've been doing a lot of inner work. Like you're in the middle of it, and I feel like I want to say it feels like you're in the muck of it, but you're in that transformation period where you're turning into a butterfly, but you don't know it. And that's where it's a little bit like, where do I go from here? That card that came up for somebody else in a reading about Archangel Michael, like the two pathways, like I think the card was like, there's a better course of action to take, but it was literally like, you could go this path or this pathway, the light or the dark path. You could keep repeating patterns, doing it yourself, or you could actually step outside the box and do something different. This is where I feel like you're coming, like right now, you've got a decision to make, and that decision is going to, I want to say, change the course of your life, in essence that you're going to come out a different person, or you're going to come out the same person. Is that possible? You're going to come out the same person doing the same thing, doing the same patterns, or you're going to make a decision and you're going to come out a different person. You'll come out a different person, but you could still go back and make the same decisions, but you're not going to feel good. It's pretty hard to be a caterpillar when you're not when you're a butterfly. You can't really, well, you could do the same things, but you're totally transformed. The overlying card, the next card, the future card, is the cyclic card, and it's the triple goddess, right? Now, for those of you who missed it, I've released my eclipse training. So we've just stepped into eclipse season, and I have a free training video. Just type in eclipse and I'll send it to you. There's like 3 different stages, 3 different levels, if you may, when we're in the eclipses, and how you're feeling will be relational to one of the levels where you're at in what you're dealing with in your reality. So if you want the details for that, just comment eclipse below. Now, this cyclic elderberry card is like, you've got a decision to make, but don't let it be the same cyclic decisions. Like, you're coming out a different person. I want to say, use the energy of the frequency of your wings as a butterfly, as that analogy, to really elevate the cycles, right? I feel like we always get tested around, but when we say no and we choose the higher path, we're going to move through that. We're going to be able to fly away from the shit. We don't have to stay in the shit. We're not the caterpillar anymore. Does that make sense? You've got wings, use them. It feels like a really strong message there. Underneath the distill, which is the bottom card of the deck, look, you are sacred. See, you've come out a different person. Don't let that go to waste. And that's the fortitude underneath as well. Oh, look. Spirit into matter. See, you've changed. You are sacred. It's kind of like, I feel like you need to see who you are. It feels like you really need to see who you actually are, because you're actually not seeing how far you've come. And so what I would recommend for you is taking time to celebrate. I heard something the other day. Oh, it came through my spirit. Came through from spirit. You know how they say, if a tree fell in the woods and nobody heard it, did it really happen? And I got this message the other day. It was like, if you don't celebrate it, did it even happen? I was like, oh my God, that makes so much sense. Yes, we're going to celebrate the fuck out of life right now, okay? We're going to celebrate everything. Perseverance, come back out. I'm just going to read this passion flower because it feels really important. How's the birds? What's that called? Serenity. Ah, how's the serenity? Thanks, guys. Can you guys hear that? Should be able to. That's so cool, right? Interesting. Passion flower is a study of opposites. Can we just like absorb the like serenity for a moment? It's beautiful, right? Passion flower is a study in opposites. She climbs vigorously, some say invasively, sending exploring fingers through fence slats and wall crevices. What's over there? What's over there? She wanders, always trying to get to the other side, to expand beyond her current boundaries. This is solar plexus. To expand beyond her current boundaries. You are not the caterpillar anymore. This is in the past card. For some reason I felt called to read it. Even her flower exudes frenetic energy, vibrantly bursting forward out into the world. Every inch of passion flower is reaching, striving and climbing, and yet her medicine is the magical calm that happens when television, computer and phone are suddenly silent. Oh, that's why we were just absorbing the silent serenity. She begs you to pause in your questing and take time for new experience and inner quietude. Why? Because being able to be quiet and still is passion flower's secret to exuberant expansion without stress or burnout. Wow. You have wings, it's time to use them. Why? Because being able to be quiet and still is passion flower's secret to exuberant expansion without stress or burnout. You have wings, use them. You're not who you used to be. It's time to really let yourself see who you really are now. You've changed. Look, you are sacred. See who you really are. You've transformed spirit into matter. Fortitude, we are one. Should I keep going? Create space. Remembrance of who you are. Time to really absorb who you are. Time to see who you are and make decisions from the person you are now. It feels like, Lynn, you've done the work and it's time to see that and make a decision from the person you are today, not the person you were. Really strong message. I don't actually know what bird that is. I want to say it's a magpie, but I don't know that it is. I think it might be in the magpie family. There's another one that like looks like it, but yeah. Okay. So I have Mediumship Masterclass being released tomorrow with Tuesday Tarot. If you want first access to it, just comment Mediumship below and I'll send it to you. I'm really excited to get this to you because this is where, like, when you're just going to sleep and then you see the spirits, or the spirits wake you up in the middle of the night, and it's like, why do they do that? Why can't they come during the day? Or, you know, it's like when we first work with our psychic gift or our senses, or we become spiritually aware, mediumship and sensing spirits and things that walk through your house, and you're like, what was that? And even the cat sees it and you're like freaking out, right? Because spirits come to you because you now have a light, but what do you do with them, right? Could be a bowerbird, could be a bowerbird. So comment mediumship below and I'll send you the details for my mediumship masterclass. This has been like a long time coming to put this together for you. I'm like, yeah, how's it doing like a full song for you guys now? Like, yeah, that's so special. Yeah, just comment mediumship below and I'll send you the details for that. If you're waking up in the middle of the night and can't get back to sleep and your brain's going and then you're sensing all these presences in the house or even in your dream state, the Mediumship Masterclass definitely be the one for you to get your hands on. It's also in the place where when people die and pass over, people just think they magically turn into angels and everything's fine, when actually it's far from the truth. And there's a lot of spirits that are stuck here and have unresolved business to do, because when they pass over, they're still the same person. They have the same personalities, the same traits, and can see the truth. But now they can't do anything about it because they're in the spirit world. And so it's understanding how to help them to be able to transition over rather than being stuck in between. We don't want anyone being stuck here when they're not meant to be. So just comment just comment mediumship below and I'll send you the details. Kari's like, yes, it's 2:43 a.m. here. Well, how about that? Sounds like just what you need. Alison says the dreams I have are extremely detailed. Yeah, has that always been for you? Highly clairvoyant. If you have really detailed, clear dreams is part of being highly clairvoyant. A lot of people sort of miss that, but it's like you're highly clairvoyant when people are like, I don't see with my third eye, and I'm like, do you dream? Are they clear? Do you see angel numbers? Well, stop saying you're not clairvoyant, because you are. And the more you say I can't see, the more you can't see. It's an affirmation. So we're not going to say that anymore. We're going to say I am highly clairvoyant. I see really clearly. I interpret the language of my intuition really clearly, and I have a good relationship with my intuition that speaks to me and I understand it so clearly. Oh, Linda, I love that. Your mum comes to you in birds. Here we go. Oh, that's amazing. That's amazing. All right, comment mediumship below if you want access to the Life Purpose Activation Kit to help you heal, get on track with your purpose, have the connection with the archangels that can help guide you in your day-to-day life with your purpose and every relationship that crosses your path. Or if you're wanting to activate your crystalline light body, the Life Purpose Activation Kit is for you. Just comment kit below and I'll send you the details for that. It's $88.88 for that. You got one-time payment for that and you get lifetime access. Plus you get access to the monthly live channeled archangel channelings that I'm going to start doing. So I'm really excited about that. So yes, especially with your dogs as well. Yeah, that's amazing. Oh, yeah, highly clairvoyant, Alison. Hope you're all recognizing that. I love that so much. If we've got eclipse season coming up as well, so just comment eclipse below if you'd like the details to watch the free training to understand how to support yourself over the eclipses, because there's 3 different levels or 3 tiers that I've noticed and witnessed with clients and people over the years, where I created a training to support you, because we have the full moon partial eclipse coming up on the 18th of November. 18th of September. So in a couple of weeks, we've stepped into the vortex of it. You'll be starting to feel the effects of it. And we've got the total solar eclipse on the start of October. So just being mindful that those energies are very, very present. So just comment eclipse below to help you support yourself through this process with my free training there. Yeah, more and more clear. Yeah, awesome. Taking all your notes. It's so good. So good. Okay, I will see you guys next week. I might see you before. I'm so excited to release these pieces for you, and thank you for being here.